Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we have one more match for you because we cannot get enough Rocket League here tonight. K1 Gold Diggers taking on Clarity United. We're getting the prediction up now. Who takes the cake here?
Oh man, yeah, no, I'm excited for this one. This has probably been the one I've been looking forward to the most because I want to see Torek and I want to see him taking on Alex. Gold Digger's Clarity, I think, are similar to the Hammerheads, or in theory, similar to the Hammerheads in that they have the star power behind. In the Gold Digger's case, Torek, Clarity, obviously Alex. Um, and so they have that big star power there. So it's going to be, big rumble of these two Goliaths going against each other. But I think where the big difference maker is going to be is the supporting cast around them. Von Rabbit has actually been showing up to be the go-to guy for the Gold Diggers. They're one guy, despite Torque being thought as the obvious choice, but Von Rabbit stepped up big time. And Alex has just been an absolute wall in net, and now they've gotten him. Jet has brought in yet another wall in net. I mean, absolute defensive beasts between Alex and Bearded 4L on Clarity United. The Gold Diggers are going to have all they can to try to figure out a way to score. If I had to put this, I think Clarity takes this one in a potential sweep.
Potential sweep. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. The prediction is up for 5 minutes, so don't forget to bet. And we have players in the lobby, K1. We are waiting for them to hit the field here. And I love how you mentioned Von Rabbit because he honestly has really shown out for these Gold Diggers to start this season. Very surprising there as he really wants to help this team win.
No doubt. Yeah, no, he's been turning heads back and forth across the league. He came in, and I know there's a bit of a sibling rivalry, if you will, between Von Rabbit Fabrizi and Wanted Toast, and Von Rabbit's done his very darndest to put himself up there for, looked at Rookie of the Year. But of course, he is playing beside Torek, who's also up there in that same exact equation. Um, and so it's been very, very interesting to watch him as he's grown and played. I'm really interested to see, what all he's able to accomplish in his rookie year. He's just been spectacular.
And a little bit of lobby tag by these
False start, the offense.
false start by both teams. One team, I don't know who the offender was, but I know we are going to have to restart this lobby.
It's a 1 goal penalty there, but yeah, no worries. It's honestly, I think good because I wanted to talk more about this game because I'm very excited about it. But no, I think we're gonna see. I think tonight's going to be the night we finally get to see Alex play like Alex. I think the addition of Bearded's going to be phenomenal. It's going to relieve the pressure that he feels on the back end defensively because he will have that back end defense from Bearded, which is going to free him up to do what he loves to do best, and that is just score non-stop. That is exactly what Alex brings to the table. That is exactly why he's on Clarity, and that is exactly what I'm expecting to see from him here tonight, Bucket.
No doubt, and honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. As we are trying to get these guys back in to this lobby, we should false start penalty. That might be a thing here, K1. We gotta whip these boys into shape.
Yeah, I think we should get on there and we should score a goal.
Six goals.
6 goals. Yep. Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
new lobby.
I think that's fair.
The new lobby is up, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who didn't hear me the first time and or saw the message in the Discord, so we are going to hopefully get these new players in, and we, this, as you mentioned, a total brick wall in Clarity United. Gold Diggers have playing pretty offensive, considering we didn't really know how this squad was going to fare. So what do you think is going to happen here? In terms of Von Rabbit, he is honestly really high up there in player rating so far.
For good reason. He's been playing spectacularly. He's good. What he does best, and I think what's getting him a lot of goals, he does a great job positioning in the midfield, which is honestly the hardest place of the field to position. On offense where you need to be if you got the ball. On defense where you need to be. If you're back post on the ball or in the net. In the midfield, it's very questionable. You don't want to be too close to your teammates, but you don't want to be too far. You don't want to be too up the field, but you don't want to be too far away from the field. It's very difficult to position yourself there in that midfield, but Von Rabbit does an expert job at finding himself in the right spot at the right times. and he's able to take a lot of good shots on net, gets good looks, and he's able to capitalize on that. That's what I think's been his bread and butter all season long. If he's able to sit himself in the midfield, get good passes from Torek, I mean he'll blast shots on net, and his accuracy is incredible as well. Von Rabbit is a He's not the most mechanical, but he does position himself well. He makes the game easier for himself thanks to his good positioning.
Yeah, no question about it. And we are still running into difficulties here, trying to get new players in. Good old Epic servers here. Couldn't be a longer night on a triple header on these schedule conflicts and cancellations. And now we got to mess around with lobbies here. Going to hopefully get this new one up and running here and get more players in. K1, the anticipation is killing me.
I know. I feel like I'm being honey potted, right? Is that the term?
Honey potted.
Yep, put it on a t-shirt.
We love putting stuff on t-shirts, ladies and gents. And with that,
speaking of t-shirts, there's actually a very nice link there, actually down in our About section for the QRLS official link tree. In there, you'll also be able to check out jerseys, team jerseys, as well as team merch down there in the About section, along with our other social medias. Go check those out. Go show us some love.
No question about it. There's all sorts of links. And K1, I mentioned in the first match when I was running all by myself that we had you Google us and we were a hit.
Yeah, Google loves us. Go ahead and pull up your Googly device, type in QRLS, and it'll pops up with our Twitch page, or I believe it pops up with our Discord as well. Pulls up our YouTube, our Facebook. I think is the first pop is our Facebook page, which I think that was kind of surreal to me. Just kind of pull that one up and just like, whoa, there we are.
No question about it. And we have an outside source looking to start our lobby here. We are trying to get this new lobby going. We appreciate the patience by everybody. And, we don't really know what's happening here.
Yeah, it looks like we have just some technical difficulties. I feel like I could try to set it up.
Yeah, we're trying everything at this point. And holy cow, players have finally hit the lobby.
Do we have a game bucket?
We have half of the players in here. We have one squad in. The Gold Diggers are now in the lobby.
Von Rabbit joined for some reason. Thank you, Von Rabbit.
I'm
But while we get
very confused on what's going on here, K1.
Von Rabbit's ready to play, man. Look at he keeps joining in there. But while we get that pulled going, I want to talk a little bit too about what we have coming up down the pipeline here, as far as games getting ready to get set up, and rest of the scheduled matches. I'll get this pulled up here. Our schedule. But yeah, so far through week 3, we've seen this will be the Clarity Gold Diggers match yet to be played as Kings and Rangers, which is going to be another very big one. Rangers have been shown off to be pretty hot so far. Throttle Dog has been incredibly impressive, but more so than anything, I think was turned a lot of heads has been Avoidable Clown, who's up there, I believe, in the top 10 goal scorers right now, above his captain Throttle Dog. So playing well above what we expected from him. But, I think it's been a quality performance from him. He's got a chip on his shoulder after last season being with the Vibe Clan, wanting to get to the championship. Now on a new team, trying to get his team there. And this week, taking on the Kings, that'll be further opportunity to do so. As well as we'll also see the Spectres taking on the 3 Rocketeers. Their match, yet I believe, still pending scheduling. But that one I'm very excited to see because the three Rocketeers are just so fun to watch, aren't they, Bucket?
No doubt. And all the players are in the lobby now. And as quick as they were to hit the field, we finally have a match for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for sticking around here in this time of error. And we are underway. 5 minutes to go here. Game number 1. And we have kickoff. Red Terror now in the defensive zone. Von Rabbit with a nice clear. Alex already trying to put the pressure on.
Yeah, and Alex is going to try to do that all night. Von Rabbit, oh my, this is why we talked about it. He's so cheeky. He's able to try to touch it around just very close, but again, defensive brick wall between Alex and Bearded. There was just no hope of that ball going in.
Bearded looking to field. Red Terror with a nice 50. Alex puts this thing into the offensive zone, and these two teams are so much different and so unique to one another that it's going to be weird to see how these two kind of match up on the field as Bearded, the wall, gets that save.
The wall. I love it, Bucket. I love it. That's exactly what he is. Another big save, and I'm telling you, man, to beat Clarity. Oh man, can we talk for a second about Alex's car? What is this? Is this legal? Is that allowed?
He is running the Scarab, ladies and gentlemen. Totally legal.
With like the Fortnite llama on top and a Joker boost.
Everybody can run whatever cosmetics they need here in the QRLS. And we get one by the Jet. Alex looks for the clear, gets it.
The wall. Alex also. The twin walls, maybe? There's nothing breaking these guys.
Alex now can't quite get the clear he's looking for. And we see Toric trying to get something going here. Alex pushing by Red Terror. Sidewall. No boost, no problem for Alex, who last season really took the league by storm. Won his first ever QRLS championship with the Kings franchise, K1.
Yeah, and he's back here with Clarity, and he's trying to get Clarity another championship. And he's been playing, I mean, just out of his mind, just everywhere on the ball. And you see how much pressure him alone seems to have been able to put on the Gold Diggers. This ball just going from one net to the other. No team really able to find too much of an advantage to the other. But, I mean, Clarity United seems to have it. But Toric, my goodness, great defensive positioning from him prevents Alex from getting that goal.
Absolutely, and we now have 2:48 remaining, still no goals. This is what we're going to see all season long out of Clarity.
Yeah, probably. Just save after save after save after save as we see yet another one. Toric putting one on, Bearded saving again. Bucket, how do you score against these guys?
Yeah, and that's honestly the dynamic that this team has set. The lowest scoring team this season so far, and they are continuing that trend. They want to play at their pace.
Yeah, no, they feel very comfortable in their box, you know, staying in front of their net, which a lot of teams do not. A lot of teams you'll see panic the moment they fall into defense. They don't want to give up a goal. But I swear, Clarity seems more comfortable in front of their own net than, you know, in front of the opponent's net.
2 minutes remain. Toric with a nice save there on the banger by Alex, and now no clear advantage here, K1. This honestly has been a very even match.
Very, very different from the Hammerhead Vibe Clan. This is very much more methodical and slower paced as both teams just trying to get a feel for the other, trying to find any kind of hole they can in the defense. But both teams are just spectacular right now, defensively speaking. Von Rabbit trying to break the ice, just couldn't thanks to the crossbar save.
We now see 123 ticking down. Toric gets demoed by Alex there as he looked to push the offensive agenda, but nonetheless he's respawning now, and a big clear by Alex. Jet is up for this one, looks for the shot, can't quite get it.
Jet, baby, flying high, you love to see it. Toric with a lot of control here. You love to see the mechanical prowess of Toric as he tries to get it past Alex, but Alex unfazed in arguably the ugliest car ever created by Toric.
I actually like that car, K1.
That explains a lot about you, Bucket.
49 seconds to go, and overtime game-winning goal will be the only goal unless we can see one here in 42 seconds.
Well, you know, if there's a golden goal, who better to do it and dig it up than the Gold Diggers? Gold Diggers have been pretty solid in overtime matches. as they have an opportunity here, and the Jet, baby, puts it in.
The Jet is on a mission here to bring Clarity United another championship. They were the first ever champions here in QRLS and have not been to that show since. Great job by Jet, 27 seconds. The Gold Diggers could tie.
They could, absolutely. There's 100% a chance.
We see now Jet gets the 50. Oh, miscalculation by the Gold Diggers there as nobody can get the ball.
And this could be another scoring opportunity. Von Rabbit unable to get the clear. Maybe that was calculated. Let's it roll through. Alex trying to put a shot on. But yeah, no, just look at Clarity right now. The way they're moving. And this is what's so incredible about Toric. Oh, it's just so hard to score.
Toric was on par to push that thing into the next 6 goals in his path, but no, could not get by the walls, and we see now Clarity United take game 1.
Yep, Clarity United played phenomenally there, and look at the save totals. 7 saves. They were outshot, not by much, but they were outshot by the Gold Diggers, but it doesn't matter. Clarity, they stay so patient on the back end. They wade in the water, wait for an opportunity. Once they get that opportunity, they take full advantage, as we saw there. The Jet able to push that in, good passing play, was able to make the difference. And Alex, not a goal, but 5 saves, gets the MVP for his team. Great play all the way around. Gold Diggers just need to find a way to pass around, maybe get some demos, poke holes in that defense, because they have their shots and they're playing well. They just literally just a 1-goal game.
Yeah, and I mean, as we mentioned, this is what's going to happen with Clarity United all season long. Those 2 walls and Alex and Bearded leading the team. You know, they weren't the ones that scored, and that's the game plan that they are going to implement all season long, and the Gold Diggers just have to find a way to adjust.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. They value defense, and this is why good defense oftentimes wins games, and great defense certainly does here, as Clarity now takes this one, and Gold Diggers, trying to prevent losing the series, have to win this one.
Absolutely. 1-game lead by Clarity as we are underway. Bearded with the nice 50. Alex follows right off the face-off, and we have some pressure by Clarity immediately, K1.
Yeah, not something you're often used to seeing, but you know, Clarity's one to do it. Alex now looks like he's in a Christmas card.
The Christmas Scarab.
The Christmas Scarab. That's what they send the bad kids. They don't do coal anymore. They send you the Christmas Scarab.
'Tis the season, K1. This is festive as all be it. And now we have 4:27 remaining. 0-0 again. Alex coming up that sidewall, and I can't get over that.
Oh, man. Alex almost with a highlight play there. It was blocked away. Good defense from the Gold Diggers. And I'm having a hard time with it. I'll be honest with you, Bucket. I hate the Scarab so much.
I absolutely love it. And don't forget the Gizmo by Jet. Jet's the go-to in the Gizmo. So, you know, we've got some unorthodox presets here, but nonetheless, Clarity is up by 1 with these unique car sets, and Red Terror pushing the offense, getting by into the offensive zone, looking for a touch. Alex is too good off that back wall, however, as Toric now pass out. Terror can't get the 50.
Yeah, and Clarity doing a good job closing out on Gold Digger offense, not letting them get too many clean looks at the net, and it's keeping a lot of stress off their defense. Red Terror, though, with an amazing save, and now you see the defensive prowess of the Gold Diggers as well. The captain, Red Terror, not an easy save, but he made it look easy. You got to wonder if he's been hitting up the uncomfortable training packs.
Yeah, no.
Uncomfortable save training packs.
Absolutely, no question. And, you know, we see now there's just so much pressure on both ends, and honestly, they're both sides are just bending and not breaking.
Yeah, and that's what you love to see it. It's great, just brute force Rocket League we're seeing right now from both teams. Hit the ball as hard as you can, try to play it around, get through the defense if you can, and that's what they're doing. Alex, though, just slicing and dicing through the defense, gets a good pass. No one was there really to collect. Now a little mind game in the corner. You love to see it.
Yeah, halfway into this game, no goals, no surprise. This Clarity United squad honestly facilitates these games so well. What a pinch by Alex! Torrent came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Torek slapped that one away, said absolutely not, no sir, you will not clip on me, not today, not to score. Torek, though, on the other side, Alex getting his revenge. 2 gold diggers up, trying to get the shot on Jet now, showing off. He said, hey, I can get saves too, guys.
Yeah, Jet honestly has taken a little bit of the offensive primary by this squad, statistically anyway, throughout the season, and now we see with 2 minutes ticking, the Clarity United squad is trying to get another game here to clinch the series.
Clarity, this would be huge for Clarity to help them out in their division. As the Bleacher Boys just won their first game, this would at least keep them tied with the Bleacher Boys. If they're able to win this series, if they're able to get the sweep, that would actually put them in 3rd place in their division. As Bearded 4L now breaks the ice and gets his first goal of his Season 5 career.
Yeah, that's a great point, K1, that the Bleacher Boys won their series. And the Clarity honestly has to keep up with that pace, right, to stay in that race. So if they win this second game here with 1:34 remaining, those standings are going to be spicy.
Definitely, and with Vibe Clan having just dropped their series, there is some blood in the water thanks to the Hammerheads. And so this is a big, big game for Clarity. So goals from Bearded, goals from the Jet are exactly what this team needs. You're starting to see Alex isn't just their only go-to option. These guys all can score, and Alex allowing them to get, be able to find holes, break the defense, and he's just everywhere, refusing to let this ball go anywhere near his net.
And Von Rabbit with the kiss!
Wow, Von Rabbit, again, the scoring prowess for the Gold Diggers, able to tap it around one defender, catches Alex in a precarious situation, pops that one in there, gets to see the pretty goal explosion, and now look at that clock, 1:10:11.
Yeah, absolute symmetry there on the clock as we now see a tie game. We might see another overtime here. Oh, no, we didn't get overtime in Game 1, Game 1. What are we going to see here? I can't even call it.
Yeah, I would love to see some overtime between these two. A golden goal would be fantastic. And like I said, it's a defensive masterclass between these two teams. And I'm loving to see what offense is able to break through these defenses.
Von Rabbit puts one in, and we have a broken tie!
Von Rabbit's feeling himself tonight. That's a dangerous place. Von Rabbit, not an easy shot here. I know he made it look easy, but to angle your car like that at the speed he was moving, not an easy shot to take. Did it expertly, looking like a veteran out there.
And now the Jet kisses this one into the offensive zone, but Terror puts one on net. No, misses wide. Bearded 4L gets the awkward touch to throw Red Terror off his game on the shot. The Jet now off the wall. Alex needs to take this ball. Alex needs control of this game to try and force overtime here for Clarity.
He wants it bad. This is one of those opportunities. Oh, man. And the Gold Diggers, they found the holes in the defense and they capitalized. They're not going out without a fight, Bucket. They will take this one thanks to that nail in the coffin from Torek, who's been all too quiet thus far.
Yes, and that will tie the series, and we will once again this season, I've lost count of how many times it's happened, decide the series in game number 3.
Yeah, I just love the competitive nature of both these teams. Nobody willing to sit down and just take the L. Everybody wants every win they can, especially early on in the league, early on in the season. Gold Diggers, what a matchup from them, and Torek, what a performance from him.
Yeah, honestly, stuffed the stat sheet there. Von Rabbit with 2 goals as well. Great comeback there by the Gold Diggers to even up the series. Who has the advantage here, K1, going into Game 3?
Really tough to see. I think the Gold Diggers right now do, because they are able to see that the Clarity United does bleed. You can score in these guys. You just have to play patient, and you have to be patient. That's exactly what they were. Not crazy high scores here, but very consistent all the way through. Torek putting up a picket fence on the stat board. You love to see that. Von Rabbit putting up 2 goals. And Red Terror with his save, and honestly was doing such a fantastic job facilitating around the whole field. I mentioned before how hard it is to position yourself in the midfield. He did a great job of that all game long, and was able to use that in order to break through Clarity. Alex did a fantastic job. Bearded pulled the 1 goal. Jet did a good job facilitating around for his own team. But I think Clarity, they're great on the defense, but eventually you got to get some more offense. Eventually, you got to get the goals somehow, some way, and Clarity just wasn't able to keep it up to snuff and keep up with the Gold Diggers in that one.
Yeah, Alex really, as I mentioned at the end of that game, has to take charge here. They have to win this series to keep themselves in that division race in the Savage Division because of Vibe's loss and Bleacher Boys win, K1.
It's now in an Octane. Looks like he's... Alex in an Octane is akin to Ash Ketchum turning his hat backwards during a Pokemon battle. It's go time.
You weren't even in the booth with me, and I said that exact line in Game 1. In the first match when Scraps switched his car for game number 3. And as you can see, Alex is not playing around.
And Alex doing the dishes here, little Doomsy dish off the backboard. And how about that, Bucket? Great minds think alike.
That is absolutely bonkers. We have to play the lottery and put all of the money we win in this league. And 30 seconds in, we have a goal by Alex, last season's champion, representing the Kings, and now 4:25 to go. Red Terror gets the clear off the sidewall. Alex capitalizes. Bart, no, can't quite get it.
Yeah, an uncharacteristic mix from Alex. Not an easy angle to put it on. Did put it on target, just to put it on net, just not on target. And yeah, he is out for blood in this one. Already starting off with some goals, and yeah, this is the Alex we love to see. More than anything, I just love not having to look at a Scarab.
And with that being said, 4 minutes ticking down. Red Terror and his Gold Diggers are trailing. Alex now trying to chase this thing up the wall. And look at the Jet trying to get that clear off that back wall. We now see Alex again. Can't quite get the kiss. Red Terror pushing into the offensive zone. Alex with the beautiful pinch off that wall. He just knows the physics of this ball before it happens.
Yeah, no, right now he's moving so flawlessly, seamlessly around the field. It looks almost like he's playing free play. Look at this shot. My goodness. Alex, calm down, buddy. What a shot there. At such speed to get that angle. My goodness.
Yeah, came in hot, shot that thing hot, 50 miles an hour, and we now have a 2-goal lead by Clarity. This is the Clarity we want to see here, K1.
This is the Clarity I think we're going to continue seeing right now. They seem to be very comfortable with each other. They're playing so fast, coordinated. Their defense speaks for itself, but now we're seeing Clarity able to answer up on offense as well, and I got to tell you, Bucket, that's a dangerous sight to see.
And Alex doesn't go for boost, goes for the shot instead, forces Torek to make the save as Bearded puts this one up. Red Terror up in the air. Can't quite get the shot he wants on that clear, and now Von Rabbit puts this one on net. What a save by Alex! Double demo!
And a big stretch from Alex saves that one. What a save from him, and he's just on top of the ball right now. He is on top of his game, facilitating everything for Clarity. Keeping the ball on the offensive side. But, oh, man, a lot of this is thanks to the demos we're seeing from Jet and Bearded, who are just allowing Alex to run reckless around the Gold Diggers.
Alex now looking for the banger. Off that back wall, double tap opportunity. No, great clear there by Von Rabbit, and that goes all the way to the other side. This one's on net, all the way from his own wall.
Yeah, no, Von Rabbit, that was a vital clear, because if he misses that clear, Alex scores. Well, it seems it was inevitable.
Alex gets the hat trick, and Clarity has a 3-goal lead. We haven't seen them score 3 goals all season long in a single game, I think, K1, but nonetheless, Alex takes over.
Alex now feeling very comfortable. He's been quiet offensively all season long. Picks up his first hat trick, I believe, of the season, and I think it's first of many here, as I believe he's going for his own captain's Jets hat trick. Flip reset, pass down.
2 minutes remain. Von Rabbit has control, but Bearded tees it off of him and pushes into the offensive zone. Jet now trying to keep the offense rolling. Alex can't get the touch. That would have been a banger of a shot, but nonetheless, Bearded puts one on. Torek, beautiful save. Nice and patient air dribble there by Torek. Looks for the flip. Red Terror misses wide. Can't get the double tap.
heartbreaking. I know the Gold Diggers wanted to take that one back. They definitely felt they could have scored there. I believe they could have, but that crossbar is dangerous, and the Clarity United defense just clutched down on that so well. Oh my, here we go.
What an insane play! He gets technically the turtle goal. That thing bounced between the defender, Red Terror, and Alex about 17 times.
Yeah, I thought we were playing Rocket League. Didn't realize we were playing ping pong here.
What an insane pinch there. Alex with 4 goals here, solidifying that Clarity United is looking to even up the score in the Savage Division, and doing so with a series win would be huge. Demo by Alex there, and we have 60 seconds remaining, K1.
It's from Alex to Bearded. The Alex Bearded connection, what a shot. We see them as the defensive dynamic duo. We get to see them as the offensive. What a shot by Bearded. Pass from Alex. 5-0. This is just a very different Clarity than we saw in the first 2 games.
This is exactly what I wanted to see in Clarity, and this is exactly what is going to take them very far this season if they keep up this pace. Alex gets the savior. He has the hat trick. He has an assist now. Give him all the stats, K1.
Yeah, it's a career night for Alex. He's building up, and he's just having fun.
Torek now looking to save some face. Gets the double tap. No, can't get the second touch as we now see Bearded push this thing in the offensive zone. Pass off that back wall right to Alex. No, bar down.
Oh, Alex, I know wanted that one just off the crossbar, and gets a taste of his own medicine as the crossbar seems to be the best defender now against him.
We now see 12 seconds remain. Looking for anything here is Alex, trying to force this thing into a stoppage. Bearded 4L pushes in, and we see Clarity take this series 2-1 on the back of Alex RL.
Alex switched to the Octane and switched to a different player, it looks like, as he almost put up 1,000 points in this one. Big carry from Alex to take out the Gold Diggers. All the way, great games from both teams. But this was a big night for Clarity. They absolutely needed this to come back and get themselves back into better positioning in their division. And I believe this now keeps them up to pace with the Bleacher Boys.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this was our last match. We've been at it all night, and it has been a blast, but nonetheless, all good things must come to an end. Our next matches are not until next week, ladies and gentlemen. The earliest as Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We have Week 3 matches still to finish up, and Week 4 matches all week long. 9 matches next week, K1. We're going to try like hell to get these streams in, and hopefully everybody sees us there. What do you have for us before we go?
Yeah, no, honestly, definitely come and tune in. We appreciate all the viewership, and we put a lot into this. So to have you guys, the support you give is fantastic. I always get so gushy on these things, so I don't want to go too far, but no, really appreciate the love, really appreciate the community, but outside of that, really appreciate you having me in the booth here tonight, Bucket, and appreciate all that you do as the commissioner, sir. I tip my halo to you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us here in the booth. Thank you for joining us. As K1 mentioned, he did a phenomenal job picking up my slack after that first match by myself. Don't forget to check out the YouTube, the TikTok, the Facebook, the Discord, and both merch stores for all the QRLS needs that you could possibly have in your life. Without further ado, I am Little Bucket 59, aka the Commissioner of the QRLS. And as always, keep it quick.